Good morning. Thought it was a great day for a 40-mile bike ride to a Lakeside tower. So I want to show that to you guys today. And I'm on my cruise bike S40 today. Should be a great day for a ride. Got a good amount of humidity, but we're catching a nice sunrise today. And I'm going to probably beat the heat today. It's still about 7:15 a.m. here in Florida. So without further ado, let's ride. Man, it's a busy day out here today. Trying to show you a little bit of the traffic. Just passed a couple people, and here's another one right here. Got walkers out here, runners, cyclists. So it's a busy trail. It's a Saturday morning, and on we go. Yeah, so lots of people out today on this Saturday morning, and that's not a complaint. I really like to see a lot of people out here using these bike trails, out there enjoying their bikes, and lots of happy people, lots of people saying hi. And you know, it's been one of those weeks for me, and getting out here just turns that right around. So it's good to see people out here taking care of themselves and enjoying a nice bike ride. So humidity is high. It's been in the 90% plus range. We have had a tropical storm system in the Gulf of Mexico, just kind of pouring moisture over here to Florida. And so yeah, that's what we're used to, and that's fine. I am out early enough to beat the heat, for me at least. So again, it's about 7:30, and enjoying the ride so far. So on we go. All right, so I like to show this swampy area because I know a lot of people don't have areas like this. Yes, this is gator territory. I'm very used to seeing gators and how they behave, so I'm pretty comfortable right here with what I'm seeing. But yeah, this is just you know, some drainage through the wilderness park, and you know, we've had a decent amount of rain recently. So this is what it looks like. I don't see any gators, otherwise I would show you. So we'll ride on. All right, we made it to our destination, Cruise Lake Park. I'll show you a little bit about Cruise Lake Park in a second. Railroad? Railroad? Yes, here in Cruise Lake Park. It's nice still, so a lot of cloud cover still today. So it really hasn't gotten hot at all. It's about 9:15 a.m. And again, Cruise Lake Park, it's actually got some playgrounds here. We've got hiking trails, primitive camp spots. It's a county park, and it's actually got a little boat ramp because there's a lake. It's got a little primitive like amphitheater for I guess some educational programs and stuff. So enjoying the ride today, and I'll show you some more of Cruise Lake Park. Now I'm looking back on the boardwalk here. So Cruise Lake, it's large in size, but you can tell it's not really like an open water lake. Got a lot of lily pads, and because it's a very shallow lake apparently, and it's a lot of reeds and vegetation. But it's a big lake. It's just not open water per se. And next we'll check out the tower. There it is, next to Cruise Lake. I'll show you some sandhill cranes. They just flew in. All right, I'm on the newly built tower here at Cruise Lake, and really think it's cool. Get a good view of Cruise Lake out here. Get to spot wildlife and everything. You might see some gators, definitely see some birds, hear a lot of frogs, chirp, things like that. And I mean, the setting is amazing. Look at this great big live oak tree. covered with moss. It's got Spanish moss draping from it. Really cool. And I brought my bike up one level. I'm on the second level, the top level. But there's the bike. I'll give you an update on just, my ride experience with the bike, and just give you some general updates, because I know a lot of you just kind of follow along in my experience. Now, there was an old tower right there. So this is a new tower to replace it, and I really love it. Lots of space up here. You can, get comfortable and spend some time up here just kind of enjoying the scenery. Let's go check out this live oak with all these ferns growing off of it. Okay, back down a level to go chat about the bike. Okay, I'll just give you an update just on my latest thoughts on my cruise bike S40. It's a few years old, and it's been going great. I haven't made any modifications to it, but I'm still running these 32 wide tires, and they got some decent tread on there. What I'm thinking is I want to go with a 28, more of a road bike or maybe touring bike tire. So stay tuned for that. I want to kind of give you my thoughts on the difference between this, very treaded 32-inch wide compared to that 28. So I'll do that. I switched back to the flat pedals. Now, I think I'm faster when I have the Speed SL clips on, but I like it for when I'm not starting and stopping. So I just am prioritizing speed, and I'm not doing start and stop. It's a controlled course, maybe, so there's not a lot of intersections. So that's when I'll use the clips. But general purpose, and when I'm recording, I'm starting and stopping all the time to record. And if I'm in a place like in a city or lots of intersections, flat pedals, just hop on and go. You just start pushing. So I don't feel like I lose a lot of power with the flat pedals. So I really don't see it as an issue. I really don't. So that's the thought there. I'll show you. This is how part of my tool set for recording. It's really simple. I've got one of these flexible tripods, and then I've got a GoPro camera. This is the Hero 7 Black, and I just kind of set it on the ground, or earlier today I clipped it up on a fence. So you just use the tripod to clip it up on a fence to get a different vantage point. And then I just kind of bungee it to this top tube bag that I attach to the back of the seat. So that's what I do there. No other modifications since my latest videos. But yeah, doing well. A humid day like today, this Ventasit does well. I'm definitely sweating, so my back is sweaty, but I don't feel like this gets waterlogged at all, because there's just no way for it to hold moisture. So it does a great job. The sitting position, the angle of that seat is perfect for me. I brought one water bottle today, which is right here. I'm drinking it right now. But I've got capability for 2 water bottles. Stay tuned for me attaching a rack, like a backside luggage rack here. I have panniers and all that stuff. I hope to show you a little more bike packing. I've done one trip with bike packing before on a different bike. So, well, those are my updates. But yeah, cruise bike S40, doing great. and we're gonna show you a little bit more on our way back. Right now that we're on this level, let's have another look at this live oak tree with all the ferns growing from it. I'm not a tree expert, but that's probably 200 years old. Yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed that update on the bike. But please add to the comments below if you have any questions about the Cruise Bike S40 or any of my bikes, or about this experience. The Cruise Bike S40 is great for a nice 40-mile bike ride like today, and might see a little bit of rain in the distance, so I'll probably get going on the way back and see if we can outrun this rain. All right, remember that sign I showed earlier about a railroad? Well, sure enough, they actually run a railroad in here, a mini railroad. I think they are actually running it, so I'll see if I can show views of that. Okay, good news and bad news. They were running the train. That's the good news. Bad news, I didn't want to be that guy to stick a camera in a bunch of kids' faces. Like, oh, look at this train. And there's a birthday party going on around there and everything. So, but it's a mini train. I'll just describe, and people sit on top of the train in seats. And yeah, it's cute. So there's a guy there's a group that runs the club for this model train, I don't know, miniature train thing, and then people can ride it just certain times of the week. They only open it for certain hours of the week.